Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of
Dad and Andrew's Garage.
Hey, we got a great show for you today. What we have here is a Porsche because we are involved with
Maple Leaf Customs.
Anniversary Invitational. And of course, Porsche is the car of choice whenever Andrew from over at Maple Leaf Customs likes to do cars. And what Porsche do we have for him here, son?
Porsche 959.
That's right, the Porsche 959 Hot Wheels. What do you think of that look?
It looks pretty cool. I like how it sounds really silent when it runs.
Yeah, it's a pretty beefy car. Well, tell you what, let's get this up on the rotating car stand and see what we have to work with.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, folks, and here we are up on the rotating car stand. Now, earlier I said this car was beefy, and that's because it does have a metal top and a metal bottom. So it's kind of one of the older Hot Wheels. I think this one is around a 1988 casting. It's the Porsche 959. It's kind of a neat-looking car. It's got some play-worn issues with it and a lot of chips. What do you think, son?
I think the car looks pretty cool. I honestly like the wheels and the job, and it runs smooth as well. One thing I don't like about it is the windshield. It's chrome. I like to see interiors on these cars.
That's right. Yeah, that chrome windshield piece I know is part of the series, but we're gonna have to see some way to address that. Either maybe make it black, like make it look tinted or something. But we can work on that. Also, if you'll note, this has a spoiler, this car, as well. You don't see many Porsches with a spoiler. And to me, I think these tampos are a little weird, like at least for a Porsche anyway. We'll hopefully could, make something a little more classy looking to sort of onto the mark, as it were. So, and the wheels, well, obviously I think we're going to swap them out. I know Andrew likes these type of wheels. I'm kind of on the fence about them. But any other thoughts there, Andrew?
Maybe if you take the wheels off, I could take them and try to restore them so we could use them for another car.
Hey, how about that? Maybe we'll do that. Well, tell you what, we've picked apart this little guy here, and I think it's about time we get started restoring it. What do you say?
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. I'm excited for the restoration.
Let's do it then. And here it is, folks, the Porsche 959 from Hot Wheels. And as you can see, I have it all set with I've already drilled it out, drilled the posts out, so we can take this apart. And boom, let's do it. Let's see what this is all about. We have, of course, the body, and one-piece body here, a couple of speed holes there. And as I figured, it is a solid looking windshield piece in chrome. But interestingly enough, look, there's an interior. So I don't know what that was all about, but I guess there's obviously a few of these versions that are out that have regular glass. So I guess they just, did it up with the chrome in this case. And of course, we got the base, which is all metal, which is kind of good here, as you can see. No marking as to what the vehicle is, though. You can just see, just Mattel Incorporated, 1987, Malaysia. And of course, these crazy wheels. So what I'm going to have to do in this case is, strip this thing down. We'll strip the paint off that and, sort of do the interior up maybe. Hopefully we can find some way. Maybe we can try making an opaque or not opaque. This is opaque, a transparent windshield, which is going to be tough for me because I do not have any form of vacuum press thing, but we can give it a shot. We'll see what happens. But this is what we're working with. And interestingly enough, as you can sort of see on the bottom here, I have had to make this post a little shorter because I broke my tap in there. As you can sort of see, I had it into here we are, this is what I use, 2.56 taper. But what happened was I had it in there and my vise was a little loose, not tight enough. And of course the chassis shift and boom, I broke the tip clean off. So I have to order a new one, which is kind of annoying because it's not like I can just go buy it. Apparently I have to put an order in through a company here. We don't have these in stock anywhere. And so hopefully that's not going to put my remainder of the cars I'm working on at too much of an odds because I do have another thing coming up. But as you say, things happen and we work through it. Improvise and overcome. Here we are, folks. Just to give you a look, we got this thing out of the stripper, and I'm just putting it back on the car to show you a little bit of how it looks with a bit of an interior. A lot better than that chrome windshield. I'm working on a new windshield using some blister pack and a bit of heat with a heat gun, so hopefully that'll work out. Maybe we'll make a nice windshield that we can actually see through. Anyway, yeah, as you can sort of see here, the body on this thing is extremely pitted. Not the best casting. There was a lot of lines. I've been doing some filing and some sanding and some steel wooling to try and get it a little flatter. But this is pretty rough here. We'll see if I can sand this down a little more. But I'm going to be putting on a rather thick primer, so we're going to cover that all up to get it ready for paint. But yeah, as it stands, I think we should be good to go. All right, folks. Well, we've been working in the paint shop here, and we've given it a nice coat of paint. I started with a silver Autoborn sealer, like a primer, and then painted it a nice gold. And now what I'm trying to do is attempt some kind of a pinstripe that would go around from the front over the rear spoiler and then back on the other side again. And, of course, as usual, the taping is always the real finicky part of this, but we're going to keep trying, and hopefully we'll produce a good result. I looked online and saw a really nice gold version of this that had this sort of a pinstripe affair on it, so I'm going to give it a try. Hopefully this will work out. All right, well, folks, here we are. We've had a bit of a catastrophe, as they might say. Looks like my clear coat has kind of reached the end of its life cycle. And it's getting extremely thick to then I have to dilute it, and then it turns into a mess. And what happens is it's just not a clean spray anymore, and you get this ghosting kind of, it looks like cotton candy it almost, as the airbrush works to get it through. And clear coating my car here, you can sort of see all the, maybe you can see it, lots of bubbling going on. You know, under the, you can sort of see it here, lots of bubbles, and it takes a nice job, and it makes it look horrific. You can also see the residue that shows up here at the windows. This was all full of strands that looked just like cotton candy, so now I guess I tried to get one more car out of that clear coat, and didn't really, I think that was a car too far. So now I got to throw this into the stripper and start over again because it's a bubbly car. At least I don't for sure. But this is what it would have looked like. Would have been a nice gold Porsche 959 with a nice racing stripe along the back and side. Just sadly, our clear coat did not play ball. All right, folks, and here it is for comparison purposes now that we've sort of brought this from sham to glam. Tell you what do you think, son, for now?
I think it doesn't look too well. It looks decent, but the one we made is amazing.
That's right. It does. So tell you what, for comparison purposes, this is what it used to look like. But now, let's get ready for the reveal. All right, folks, and after a long and arduous journey for putting together this brand new Porsche 959 for Andrew at Maple Leaf Customs over in Switzerland's anniversary special edition, we're finally at the end of the road, and what do you think of the car, son?
The car looks really cool. I love how you painted it purple, gave the headlights a bit of design, and the way that you made glass for the interior as well.
Yeah, we tried to do our best here. Now, as you could probably see by the last looking back on the video, I had a real big cataclysmic clear coat fail. The diamond clear coat that I used just solidified to the point where I was putting so much thinner in, it wasn't really achieving the desired results. And the thicker I made it work through the airbrush and get all those spiderwebby cobweb effects all over the clear coat in the vehicle. So I had to change clear coats. I never liked changing horses in the middle of a race. And I purchased a rattle can clear coat, which, as you can sort of see, doesn't have the same effect. If it was really shiny, it would really highlight the purple Hot Rod Sparkle that I have on top of the purple paint. But, it's sort of, it's there. What do you think of the shine, son?
It looks pretty decent. I think it looks okay.
All right. Well, I'm glad you did. Thanks for that, son. But yeah, we'll hopefully the next time we'll do a little better. But yeah, we did a nice purple on this. We changed the rims. We gave it a red underneath sort of a chassis. And, we made out of a blister pack, we made a windshield with a bit of using a candle and a heat gun. And the old windshield is a mold. One day I'm going to get one of those really cool, what do you call it, dental molds where you can, actually it's like a small vacuum form table. But until then, I'm going to, I don't really do a lot of things with it, but hey, until then, we're just going to keep plugging through. And once again, just like to say happy anniversary to Andrew at Maple Leaf Customs, for the great channel and the great work you do with your stuff. And in light of that, this car goes to Andrew for his collection.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it to be in my collection.
Right on. Well, tell you what, folks, thanks for watching. We enjoyed doing the car and the video. And we'll see you next time. And if you like what you see,
like and subscribe and smash that like button.
Right on, folks. Take care and have a good one.
See you later, everybody.